Greetings folks, today I'll be showing you how to paint a Tau drone that I actually did a little bit of kit bashing for because I ran out of some parts. We are going to be painting it in my actual Tau army color scheme. Let me get one of my miniatures. Here's one of my personal miniatures. As you can see here, this is a Tau Tau stealth suit. It is in a style of the Navy SEAL, like blue camo, except I made it a little darker for this guy so he could blend in. And we're going to be recreating that for this Tau that I'm going to be adding to my kill team. And also to my army. And to hopefully inspire you viewers to make your own little camo style Tau. Or maybe if you like this color scheme, you could try to recreate it. So first, we are going to slather the whole miniature in the Citadel base paint of Stegodon Scale Green. You just want to absolutely cover this whole little dude in it. A little wobbly, tiny antennas. I like the Tau. I know they get a lot of bad rep. There we go. They get a lot of smack talk, but I like them. They're fun. Yeah, their range is pretty good, but with mine I play like a weird, like, covert ops SWAT team. Hence why I went for like a Navy SEAL camo, mixed with a little bit of SWAT colors. Give them that nice, like, hit team, like, strategy sort of feel to them. Always imagining them, like, going to some Imperial Guards, like, encampment, getting a little drone or stealth suit and blowing the door open. They just come in, guns a-blazing. Or, like, Splinter Cell style and just come out of nowhere and kill a guy, hide back, kill another guy, hide around. Some might kill from range. Really all depends, really. And the drones, I just like them because they're the drones are really easy to paint. They have a very simple look, simple style, and they're very good for new painters to mess with because there's not too much detail except for the underside here, but yeah, we could just ignore that. But the specific drone I'm painting is a Tau shield drone, which is perfect to just paint up when you want to test up a color scheme, try something out, not feel too bad for messing it up because it's a small miniature. Like it's barely the size of my thumb, and you can put a lot of detail on these little guys. Alright, with that coat applied, I'm going to let this dry for about a minute or two and then we'll get... Alright, now we're going to hit our miniature with contrast Black Templar, and this is going to go onto the mechanical parts on the underside and the exhaust port on the back side of our drone. Just get a good amount of our brush. Just put it all over the inside of this. Oh no, there it goes. Alright. Just slather it all over those parts. The Black Templar will help make it a black color with its pigmentation. But with how smooth and thin it is, it will leave some of the Stegodon Scale Green that is on the base coat help stick out and create the illusion that we merely put a wash over all the bits. by making the edges brighter and those parts near the crease and deeper darker. Alright, as we let that dry, we'll get on to the rest of it. Alright, now that that is dry, we'll go on to our next step by mixing 2 parts of Abaddon Black with 1 part of our Stegodon Scale Green, and then we're going to streak it across the model to give it the beginning base of its camo design. Like a deep blue with a green tint, sort of like navy water style to it. Now the reason why we're mixing 2 parts with 1 part is so that way we still get our scale green tint. It'll be a lot darker than our base. So just apply it by just scratching your brush pretty much on the surface of it, just scraping it across. Giving it streaks will give it a little bit purpose, and for all your miniatures, if it's not 100% accurate to how your others look, that is fine. With camo, not all of it's supposed to be completely symmetrical, unless if it's printed out to be like that. Okay, with that base done, we'll now let it dry, and then head on to our next step. Alright, now into our next step, we're going to get 2 parts Corax White, and 1 part Stegodon Scale Green. This will create the lighter tone for our camo. Let's get a little dab over on our paint palette. This will give it sort of like a watery teal color. Now for this one you want to be a little more careful because it is a stronger color compared to the rest of the model paint scheme. Just little light slashes here and there with your brush. Give it a nice uneven look. As you see there, we're having that camo look starting to happen already. Get onto the other side there. Do the same thing. Honestly, sometimes what cracks me up about the Tau drones is they kind of look like Weeaboo from Flubber. So I kind of crack up about that sometimes. Now with that done, we clean our brush, make it dry as possible. Then we're going to get some iron breaker, and we'll apply this to the sort of like pronounced metal bits we have going on here, unlike the antenna and the underside. So we're going to put a little dab of our silver on that dot sticking down there. Same with that one. And then same with the third. Now we'll go to the antenna and get just the very edges of those with our silver. Alright. And as those parts are drying, it'll be a perfect time to get our nail detail brush, for my case, which is a metal bit. It's really good to hit fine detail. Or you can just use one of your small detail brushes. And we're going to get our Death Guard green, and this will be applied to the drone's lenses. For my whole team, I actually use this green on the lenses. It gives it a nice contrast compared to the rest of it. Kind of gives it like a little, gives it a nice little Splinter Cell look. And once our green dries, we'll be putting on a little bit of white at the very upper left corner of our lenses to give it a reflective surface look. Alright, now we're going to let that dry. Now that that is dry, we'll be getting a little bit of Corax white on the same tool used before to apply the green. Just apply a very small amount on the upper left corner of the lens. See there, it gives it a nice... Ooh. You see there, it gives it a nice reflective look. And now for the final touch, we just slosh our Nuln Oil gloss all over the miniature. This will help bring out those colors we've set previously and give it a nice finish. Just slather it all over. Oh no, drone away! Now this is a fairly simple color scheme, quite effective when done right. And you can apply the same steps you've learned in here for other camo designs on any other miniature. I hope you liked this video. And there we are. That is it for today. Other than that, you folks have a good day. Take care.